Alright, I got another update on the conversion, the Harbor Freight manual lathe, converting it into a CNC. I am almost there. I ran into a problem just a minute ago. I just downloaded Mach 3. They sell it for, the license is like 200 bucks, but this is the demo version. It's for free, so you can play around. I think they won't let you use like the threading and stuff like that, so that sucks. That's definitely something I'm going to have to look into in the future, is purchasing the license for the full use. But I got my jog pendant ready, and that's going to control my X and Z on manually. I got my cables hooked into my motors for my X and Z, and if you look behind here, I got my power supply and my Gecko drive. It's all wired up, and I got my axes plugged in, and I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. So if this is all wired in correctly, it should power up to on the green power. If something's wrong, it should fault out, which I ran a jumper cable because I'm not using a limit switch and e-stop and all that stuff. I'm just gonna, this is just for demonstration. I'm gonna have to go back and wire in the rest. I got some limit switches on the way. I found them a good deal. They were like 50 cents a piece or so. So I got a couple of them, and for my X and Z. But I just, in the meantime, I wired a jumper cable, and that's from port 10 to 12. So this is coming from a guy that knows absolutely nothing about this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you, if you're buying the Gecko 540 and the power supply, it's a 48 volt, 7.3 amps. If you buy this, this is how you wire it up, and this is just to get started right here. What I did was take a old computer cable. I'll show you. And I just cut it. And I stripped some of the wires out of it to use it on here, and then the rest of it is, it's a short cable. I got it plugged in to the wall, or it will be. And the wires that I stripped out of it, there's 3 wires, positive, neutral, and ground. Well, here's your wiring here. So 1 wire, I use the green, you can use whatever you want, is wired into port number 10. There's 12 ports here. So the first one goes into port 10, and then port 12, the same wire plugs into port 12, and that's going to be your jumper cable. And what that's going to do is clear that fault. That way you can continue to run. And also make sure you turn off your charge pump. And then your next wire, I use the black, is going to be in port 11. And that wire, the black wire from number 11, is going to wire directly into the power supply on the V+, the very first one right by the green LED. Wire it into there. Okay? And we're going to go back over here, and port number 12 has that jumper cable in it, and then I also use that white wire. That white wire comes over to the power supply and plugs into the very last V-. I just put it over here on the last one. And that's it for the drive. Just 2 wires on the drive. So you got the V-, the first one on there, or the last one I mean, and then the very first one on the V+. And those wired directly into here. number 11 and 12. Okay, now for your power supply, I took that cord that I cut. There's 3 wires that come out of there. There's a positive, neutral, and ground. You want to wire that, as far as I know. Get a good shot of this. The ground wire, the green, I wired it right into here on that one. Okay. The black wire, I wired it into the end. That's a better shot. And then the white wire, I wired it into the L. It's as simple as that. Now, go ahead and plug this in. It's on. I also heard my motors get tight. I was able to turn them by hand. Now the driver has got control over them. And I wish I had the cord, but I don't have it yet. I ordered this off eBay. It's like $2 or $3. And it's the wrong damn cord. I got the wrong one. It's the same one, or I'd be driving it right now tonight. So I'm going to have to get back online and order the right one. So don't make that mistake. Make sure you get the right one. So and what I got is the USB to parallel. It's a 25 plug. See if you can see that. Where's that right there? That bottom left corner. 25 port plug. And just make sure you get the right one. Don't do like I did. There you have it. I got 2 males or 2 females, whatever these are. I don't know anything about this stuff. And then it's parallel to USB, so I can plug this. Theoretically, I'm not for sure now, I should be able to plug this into there and this into my laptop. I may have to download a driver because they give me some kind of CD, and my laptop does not, drivers, does not have a CD, so I'm either gonna have to freaking buy one of them. I'm sure I can download something offline. You can download anything offline now. I'll just download it offline, the driver for it, if I have to, and I'll post another video of this thing actually working. But as for now, I want to show you this fault too. So I'm going to unplug it. Okay. I'm going to wait a few seconds. I'm going to plug it back up. Watch that fault. The red. When it first fires up, it's going to fault for a few seconds, and then once it realizes what it's doing, it'll go ahead and power up as long as everything's correct. So there you have it. That is the wiring. That's the way I wired it, and so far so good. According to everything that I've read, if you wire this thing up wrong, that will fault out and burn up. So everything feels cool and feels good. So I want to get this thing ordered in about a week. I'll get it in from Pyongyang, China, or wherever that is, and we'll get this baby wired up. As far as the mock, from what I hear, it's really the only available software out there for this. I mean, I'm sure there's some more out there, but this is the one that everyone talks about. And I'll go ahead and show you from the beginning what it looks like. I just do this mock turn. I agree. It's gonna pull it up. Okay, and this is the demo version. This is what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna go up here to try manual. That's what you're gonna see. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and order an e-stop, or I might tinker around and find one on an old appliance of mine, and I'm going to get me a little box made, 'cause this stuff shouldn't be sitting out. I like how that's got that fan integrated in there. That's nice. And I guess it's got a sensor in there. When it gets hot, it's going to kick on. I hope I don't have to wire up something, but if I have to, we'll figure it out. But I got some old computer fans that I'm probably going to wire up with this and put them on this, because I hear this gets really hot, because there's a lot of technology built into this little bitty device, and so I hear they get really hot. So I'm going to work on that, and my next video I should have, at minimum, this will be running, and I'll give y'all a demonstration of it. I'm excited. Hang tight.